opening day baseball on the show. It's the Pittsburgh Pirates taking on Havana. John shall be with you alongside Chris Singleton. It was a very eventful offseason for this franchise, Siggy. The relocation and everything that goes along with it. It took a lot of effort and energy to pull it off.
Yeah, and that goes for the players, too, and not just the ownership. I think everyone in the organization really had to pick up and start over in a new city, which that can be a big task when you've gotten comfortable to the place you've been for so many years. But I'll tell you, the excitement in this town is off the charts, and you can already tell that they've got a very passionate fan base.
No question. This city has embraced this team wholeheartedly. There's a lot of baseball buzz in this town right now. The crowd is amped, just about set to go now. Today's starting pitcher, number 14.
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
At the plate for Pittsburgh, O'Neal Cruz.
For Pittsburgh, the center fielder, O'Neal Cruz.
Splits the plate in the 2025 season. Is off and running. Next offering is in for a strike. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. And that's the first strikeout of his major league career.
And it could be the first of many if he meets the goals he set for himself and the expectations others have for him. He doesn't want to just win games. He wants to dominate at this level.
Do you think young pitchers could sometimes get too caught up in trying to rack up Ks early in their career?
Boog, I think they can. It's kind of like a hitter that doesn't have power.
That one ripped left field. Makes the catch up against the wall. And here's the opening day lineup for the Pirates. Chris, they went 76 and 86 for the second straight year in 2024. So what can we expect this year?
Well, I'd say there's reason to believe that they're moving in the right direction, Boog. It's been tough sledding for Pittsburgh fans for a while. They haven't had a World Series appearance since they won it all in 1979. Maybe 2025 is the year they change that.
2-1 pitch is in there, and the count is even. 2 out, space is empty. Now it's 3-2.
Count is full.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. We head to the bottom of the first. No score. And we're back. And on the hill in this one, Shohei Ohtani. What do you have on him?
He has great stuff, Boog, but what I love most is his drive. You know, when he takes the ball, he's going to give you everything he's got and try to pitch deep into the ball game. He's a true competitor, which makes it easy for his teammates to play hard for him. We're not going to see him take many pitches off. I can promise you that.
Left-hand hitter waits. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. You want to talk about kicking off your major league career with a bang. His first big league hit leaves the yard. He'll remember this trip around the bases for the rest of his life. Wow.
He ought to. Usually guys are squeezing the bat so tight, trying to get that first hit out of the way. They can't get the ball out of the infield, Boog, but not him. Maybe a glimpse of what's to come from him in the next few years. Good job. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
So digging in, Javier Sinoja. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. First pitch misses.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Next offering is fouled back.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
And a swing and a miss.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
That's a strikeout. Ohtani sends him packing.
That cutter right there had just enough movement on it to get the swing and miss. It wasn't a great location by any means. That's typically a spot that hitters can handle. So I'd say he fooled him with just enough of that late action.
Now the left fielder, Dane Myers. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Ohtani, the tall righty, 30 years old now. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. And that's outside. And the count now 2-0.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
Horowitz makes the catch for the out. Take a look at the lineup. And Singy, I'm a bit surprised to see this many righties in a lineup against a right-hander.
Yeah, you're not the only one, Boog. I'm a bit surprised as well. And, you know, some hitters work well against same-handed pitching. You know, just back in 2024, Bobby Witt Jr., Vlad Guerrero Jr., and Aaron Judge all had higher batting averages against righties than they did against lefties. So maybe they got a plan after all.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And down on strikes. And that'll do it. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. It's now 1-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. All set for the start of the inning. Brian Reynolds here. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And another ball.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. No free passes. You can't allow that.
And a swing and a miss there.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Fought off foul. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And a seed into center. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
And they're at the corners with nobody out.
Couple of singles back-to-back. There's something about pulling one down the line and shooting it through the infield that's just so satisfying as a hitter. It's just fun turning on a pitch like he did right there.
Andrew McCutchen in the box now. Takes strike 1. Swing and a miss.
0-2.
Got him swinging.
Well, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes, you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it.
Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Squeezes it. Here comes the runner from third. He'll score on the sac fly. It's 1-1.
Sometimes all you got to do is your job and don't overcomplicate things. Keep it simple. Runner third, less than 2 outs. Put the ball in play, and a nice job with the sac fly.
That one off the mark, and that's ball 1.
Strike 2.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Caught him looking for the K. They get a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. All tied 1-1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's a big power threat. Dylan Head looking for his first big league hit right here. Not even close there. And that is ball 1. And strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Nice grab. Throw to first, and they get the out.
Batting 7, the right fielder, Patria.
And now the right fielder trying to pick up his first knock in the big leagues. Foul ball.
One and one.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. And welcome back to the ballpark. And the batter now, Brian Hayes. Right side. Slings to first. 1 up, 1 down. Back to the top of the lineup. Next to hit, O'Neal Cruz. In for a strike. It's 0-1.
Oh, here's a deal not everyone remembers. Cruz was actually signed by the Dodgers in 2015, but Los Angeles dealt him to Pittsburgh in 2017 for Tony Watson. That's a rare trade the Dodgers just might regret.
Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. He'll touch them all. It's 2-1.
No matter how this outing ends, that pitch is going to haunt him for a while. An 0-2 mistake. That's supposed to be a pitch out of the zone. He left it in the spot that the hitter could do some damage with, and that's exactly what he did.
Check swing called strike. Strike 1. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe. 1 down. Now it's the DH, Shohei Ohtani. There's a strike. That's off the inside corner. 1-1. That one to first. Can't glove it cleanly. Still able to fire over. And they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay. Brian Reynolds, the next Pirate to hit. And there's a hit. Doesn't stop. Heads for home. And he's out.
Got him. That's
Cut
out.
down, and that ends the inning.
Well, it's pretty difficult to throw a base runner out at the plate with 2 outs on a base hit to the outfield, but an excellent job of coming up with it, getting rid of it quickly, and throwing on the money. That is great technique from start to finish. Nice job to end the inning.
And we're back. Here's the catcher, number 3. Ohtani back to work. Gets a swing and a miss with the sweeper. All right, Singy, you know I'm a dork. Shohei Ohtani, go back to May 5th, 2022 at Fenway Park. He tossed a complete game through 99 pitches. Get this, 81 strikes. It was the most strikes thrown with less than 100 pitches in a game since they started tracking pitch counts.
That's just unreal.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Man, he stood no chance in that at bat. A 3-pitch strikeout, swung through all 3. Tell you what, Boog, it's not a good feeling at all.
You know that from experience?
It's happened a time or two. If I didn't roll over on the first pitch, sinker to second base, then, you know, in there long enough, then I would, yeah, I've had a couple.
My guy, hack-tastic. One down, base is empty. And a swing and a miss.
Not sure if he could be in more of a groove. Looks really relaxed. He's retired 7 straight. This guy's feeling it right now.
Check swing. Did he go? No, he didn't.
Oh, this guy's going to have to slow things down. There's no reason for him to even check swing on that pitch. It was never even close.
Ball. 2-2.
That one missed.
Count.
1 out, base is empty. Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can forget it. He flexes his power with that swing. It's 2-2.
This crowd is on fire right now. They're going nuts thanks to that home run. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
And now the center fielder. He's already homered here in this one. Gets him to chase after that one.
No balls. 1 strike.
One out, base is empty, and a run in here on opening day. Inside, and a count 1-2.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
And he couldn't hold back. So 2 down now, and here is Javier Sanoja. His first at bat was a strikeout. Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile.
0-1.
0-1. Swings through that one. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here in the last half of the 3rd. Cut on and lifted in the air. And makes the grab. And that is that. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. Start of the 4th, and here's the first baseman, Spencer Horwitz. And that drops in for a strike.
0-1.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
Myers puts it away. 1 up, 1 down. Here's McCutcheon. In for a strike. 0-1.
0-1.
And that one fouled off. All tied up. Top half of inning number 4. On the ground to 3rd. And it finds its way through for a hit.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Out of here. That's one way to quiet the crowd. His first homer of the year. It's 4-2. 1 pitch, 1 swing, 1 home run.
Yeah, you could say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact.
Gonzalez in the box for the second time. 1 ball, no strikes.
1-1.
Swing and a ground ball, and that chance handled. Now 2 away.
The third base,
2 outs, base is empty. Ke'Bryan Hayes, the next Pirate to hit. Pitch misses there. 1-0. Right through there for a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any.
Bounces it to first, but he digs it out, and the inning is over. Cannonball coming. It's now bottom of the inning, and now Dane Myers. Swing and a miss, strike one.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Ball.
That misses the zone, and the count is 1-1.
You know, this group of hitters, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. And that one hammered. That's back there. Out of here. He made him pay for that one. It's 4-3. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. I'm sure he wanted that pitch down below the zone. It stayed up a little bit. He paid a dear price for it. Just a great swing to the ball, through the ball, and a nice round tripper.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Junior Severino.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And now Dylan Head. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt.
A little anxious, a little aggressive early in the count. Too much for me.
See ya. Strikes him out for the second time today.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Now the third baseman, 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Swings through that one. 0-1.
Well, strike one is so critical in a bat like this with a real threat at the plate looking to do damage.
This one belted deep left field, on its way, gone. A gigantic blast. It's their second home run of the inning. It's 5-4. 2 pitches, 2 swings, that one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way. For a pitcher, the odds are in your favor if you keep that breaking ball down. That time, he got punished for it. Hitter just did a really good job of staying within himself and getting the barrel to the baseball.
No question about this one. It's out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they boost their lead. It's 6-4. He put a charge into that one.
That was a lightning swing right there, no doubt about it. Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
And here's the catcher.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
And the first pitch is drilled in the air out to center. Cruz makes the catch. And there's 2 down.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Number 71 swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the second time today. Activity in the bullpen. Carmen Mlodzinski loosening up in case he's called upon by Derek Shelton. Wentz getting loose as well.
0-2.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
And he hits a ground ball right side. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Gets off a throw. Safe. It was never going to be easy after the misplay. Derek Shelton out of the dugout.
Pitching for the Pirates.
Pirates with a new arm on the mound.
Number
Bailey
6.
Falter.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Number 25 up for the third time here. Watches that one miss.
Runner.
Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. That's in for a strike and safe. It's a stolen base. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. Another homer. Make that 4 homers in the inning. It's 8-4.
Get as many high fives as possible, man. This guy's a ball of energy right now and having the game of his life.
Two down, bases empty. Now here is Javier Sanoja. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Cruz settles under this one. Nabs it. And that is the third out of the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's O'Neal Cruz. And there's the strike.
So O'Neal Cruz is named after Paul O'Neal. That was his father's idol in baseball, so he named his son O'Neal. In 2022, they finally met each other when the Pirates played the Yankees in New York, and I'm sure that was a moment that O'Neal Cruz will never forget.
Hey, 0-1.
And now it's
No,
even up.
That's a ball. 1-1.
Hit in the air, center field. On the move. Drops into the glove. That's out number 2. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Check swing called strike. And it's 0-1. 2 down, nobody on. Here on opening day. Strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Bucks go down quiet. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's the left fielder, Dane Myers. That one ripped. That's back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt.
Severino now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there.
No balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
0-2.
Hit well, right field, way back, and gone. His first homer in the majors, and they're going to have to send somebody to get that ball for him.
Always such a special moment. You know this is one of the biggest thrills of his life. He's got to be floating around the bases right now.
Yeah, he'll remember every detail of that at-bat for years, as he should. It's a true once-in-a-lifetime event.
Now, Boog, there's so many times when a young player might wonder if he's ever even going to get to the big leagues and do something like this. Well, he doesn't have to wonder anymore. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
Now, here is Dylan Head. 1 out, bases empty, and a run in. Last half of inning number 5. That one out to right. McCutchen has it sized up. He's got it, and there's 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the third baseman. He's already homered in this game. just
Nope, ball.
missed.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Crushed to right. This one's got a chance. Out of here. Home run. He muscles that one out the opposite way. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. And they tack one on the board. It's 10-4.
Now he's just showing off out there. And who can blame him with a swing like that? Give that man a bat, watch it go a long way.
And the Pirates manager making his way to the left-hander on now, Joey Wentz.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
2 outs. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
Next pitch misses way outside. Down the line. Hayes on the move. Brings it in for the 3rd out. But 2-round. All set for the top of the 6th. Digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Ryan Reynolds. Pitches in for a strike. 0-1. And now the first baseman, Spencer Horwitz. And that one upstairs, ball 1. And that's in for a strike. And it's 1-1. Just missed.
That missed.
Nobody out. Runner at first. And that one in the air center field. Hauls it in for the out. 1 away.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
McCutcheon batting with 1 down, takes the strike.
Ball.
And now the count is even.
1-1.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Makes the grab and there's 2 gone.
The catcher.
Here's Joey
14,
Bart now.
Joey Bart.
And now first and second with 2 outs.
Now batting.
Here's the second baseman, Nick Gonzalez. That's off the mark, and that's ball 1.
If he can get through this one, put up a 0, this will help in his outings to come.
And that is that. A couple of hits in the inning, but they can't get him home. To the bottom. Well, we go bottom 6. Here's the speedy catcher, number 3. And he gets tied up right there. Bullpen action for the Pirates. Carmen Majinski loosening up in case he's called upon by Derek Shelton. This one in the air. Horwitz has a beat on it. And it's caught for the out.
Now batting.
Here's the shortstop at the plate. He has, as they like to say.
Let me guess, Boog. Light tower power?
That's right. Foul ball there.
All over the first pitch fastball right there, but just a little bit out front. Got to let it travel just a bit more.
Hard hit, but right at him in left.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything. Right there. Nothing to show for it, but in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
So up next, number 25. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those 2 he hit were legit. And he looks pretty locked in right now at the dig.
And it's gone. A massive home run. His first homer of the year, and they tack on to their lead. It's 11-4.
First pitch swinging, and he got the fastball. He knew exactly what to do with it, too. I love the approach as a pinch hitter right there. Don't let him steal a strike on you just because you're coming in cold off the bench. If you get something to handle, jump all over it, and he was on that one. That's a big boost to the dugout.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Reynolds snags it on the run. One scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. Seventh inning coming up. Staying in the game on defense. Number 23. He'll be out in center now. After pinch hitting. Now batting Key Brian Hayes.
Now
0 for 2 in this one.
Number 12.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. And that one hops the wall. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Everything came together for him. Center fielders in today's game are so talented and so athletic. So when you blast one to deep center and get it to drop in, you know you really put a great swing on it. And that was nicely done for extra bases.
1-1.
Man at second. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1-2's the count.
On its way to the corner. On his way over. Got it. Nice grab. Runner tags at second. And the throw's offline, safe at third.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
And right back to the mound. That takes care of Connor Falefa. Here's Shohei Ohtani. Off the mark there. Ball 1.
1 ball, no strikes.
And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch.
Strike 2.
Hayes at third with 2 away. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. So 1 left for Pittsburgh. They'll need to pick it up. It's 11-4. Welcome back. Here's a look at this team's early season projection. Wentz back to work. First pitch swinging. Wentz in his 3rd season. 27 years old. And he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in Kansas. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Check swing.
1 ball, 2
no
strikes.
appeal. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And here's the first baseman, Junior Severino. And first offering is fouled off. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. Dylan Head, the next to hit. 0 for 3 in this one. There's a swing and a miss.
Okay, swing now. He had his mind made up. As soon as that ball left the hand of the pitcher, he was going to swing at it.
Head checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. And no swing, says Joe McDonald. 2 down, nobody on. And a foul ball.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field knock.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Two down, nobody on. Here, the bottom of the seventh. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. 2 outs. Swings and misses at one down below the zone. Swings through it for the K. Handles, throws to first. 3 up, 3 down. This game's a bit of a blowout, Singy. Let's talk. New pitcher on now, number 99.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Ball one, no strikes. Every once in a while, they'll work that same trick on a veteran player. If, say, he's been cold or hasn't hit a home run in a long time. And that's always fun when you don't see it coming at all, and everybody in the dugout goes crickets on him.
Yeah, and that veteran player's usually got a response for those individuals with one or the other hands.
That one not close, and it's 2-2. That was your worst start one year. Didn't you start like 3 for 33 or something?
Oh, it was awesome. It was awful.
This one's into the gap in left center, and that should be extra bases. Reynolds rounds second, heads for third. And he's into third. Have a game. That's his 4th hit. So a man aboard. And here is Spencer Horwitz. And that's too high.
That's high.
Next offering is down low. No outs. Runner over at third. Right through there for a strike. Not close with that one. 3-1 now. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. And he makes the catch. Runner tagging from third. That's a sacrifice fly as he comes across. It's 11-5. Here's Andrew McCutchen to hit. That's in for a strike.
He didn't want to give up that run, but he did. Got the fly ball, sac fly out. Now it's time to attack these other guys. Get your team back in the dugout.
0-2.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone. 2 outs, base is empty. This is Joey Bart. And first offering is fouled off. And delivers outside. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across, and we're in the top of the 8th. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And that one is lifted in the air. Myers. And that is that. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Peter Strzelecki.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers in their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Now it's the right fielder. Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-2.
Swing and a drive, deep right field. That's going back. Back some more. That'll make it out of here. Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game, and they add a run. It's 12-5.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Next to hit, Daniel Cope. There's a swing and a drive. Cruz ranging back. Grabs it right up against the wall. And the batter will be the shortstop, getting his first appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench defensively. Swung on, belted. Back there. And out of here. He goes deep in his first at bat off the bench. Second home run of the inning for him. It's 13-5.
Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout.
Pitching for Pittsburgh.
So 2 away with nobody on.
Number 50.
Here's the center fielder, Alberto Hernandez.
Majinski.
Gonzalez sends it to first, and that is the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set to start the 9th in this one. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Nick Gonzalez.
Looks like he sacrificed a pitch right down the middle for tracking and timing. Some good hitters will do that.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Just off the inside edge. Swing and a ground ball out to short, and that one finds its way through. And a good start to the inning. Key Brian Hayes, the next Pirate to hit. Check swing, called strike. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
Cruz at the plate now. That's ball 1. That's in there. And the count even at 1. Roll to short. Could be 2. Off balance speed. There's 1. To first. Not in time. Great effort there. Here is Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. And that misses. And that's ball 1. Ground ball right side. Could be 2. Slings to second. The double play ends it right here. Number 14 with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll feel very good about that and get the ball for his trophy case, as he should. A start he won't ever forget.
And the final here today, 13-5. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.
Cause it's safer. Planning on a love a little later. This came too soon. I'm not too sure what to make of you. All of these butterflies suddenly always on my mind. But I start the flow of emotion, cause I don't know how to control it out here. Every time you look at me, I can't All the pretty words I love to hear. You don't even know how deep I feel. I'm playing it cool, but I'm losing it over you.